A career 87% from the line. The free throw, good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. It's Portland ball. To Ken Bazemore. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Irving with the basketball. His team on top by 8. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. McCollum into the front court. He'll run the offense. From long range, tough shot, well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Got it from the line. Irving. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Buries it.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Oh, bad pass there. Blazers have it. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Dinwiddie in a matchup with Collins. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2. That's the first.
Irving had made his first three, but that shot off the mark. The follow won't go either. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
And C.J. McCollum knocks down a wide-open look.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Screen coming. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Kyrie Irving for 2 with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. That'll do it for the first half. And the Nets enjoying some breathing room.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets. The Trailblazers were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Brooklyn Nets are benefiting from the fundamentals. The way they've been boxing out and using positioning has allowed them to keep possessions alive. Even better is letting them turn missed shots into made shots.
player of the half.
Kyrie Irving really showed off his court vision in the first half. When he's able to get the ball moving like that, his team can be tough to stop. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Into the front court, it's Irving.
Go time, it's go time.
Substitutions, Portland. Substitutions, Portland.
Dinwiddie, defended by Lillard. Portland's got it. Has a chance. Slam down. Yusuf Nurkic cleans it up. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Navigating through traffic all by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never once wandered to where the defender was. They stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter.
Dinwiddie into the front court. It's a 9-point lead.
Coming left, left.
Rocking the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Lillard. Oh, Yusuf Nurkic. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Doesn't get the bounce. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
To Hollis Jefferson. Great dish to set it up. Wide open look, won't go. Gets a look, can't hit. Going to launch, beyond the arc, knocks it down.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Trailblazers take over. Trying to cash in. Won't go. He has to find better opportunities.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Nurkic. Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range, and it's Nurkic there for the board.
Defense! Defense, let's go!
Knocked loose. Nets have it. And a nice finish at the rim.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
To Nurkic. Stuffs it down with authority.
This is what we call turning up here in the second half. I don't know what was said during the timeout or during the team huddle, but this player has really started to come out and play with purpose in the second half.
Dinwiddie matched up with Lillard. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. 24-second violation. Portland has the ball. Lillard. Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Count it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely. He chips away at the pride of the defense.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Lead is 2. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Lillard. Here comes the screen. Lillard. Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended. To Dinwiddie. 4-3. And knocks it down. And Jay, the system produces once again.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Down low, Nurkic. Oh, Yusuf Nurkic. He's now 5 for 6.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores. They'll let one fly from half court. That ends the third quarter. The Nets have the lead. It's the Blazers with the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Kyrie with the rock. From the painted area, won't go down. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
To Irving. For three, and he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Stepping in for the Portland Trailblazers, number 7, Skull Labissiere.
Lillard.
Got him. Good trap, good trap.
The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. Straight on look. Fires the three. Not going. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Durant with the basketball up top. Up by 3. Hassan Whiteside pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Durant to Irving. Durant. Count it. Three-pointer is good.
Defense, do the math. You force them to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Here's a chance from long range. No good.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Durant across the timeline. Leads a bucket. The screen sets him up for 2.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Here's Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Kyrie Irving at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Off the mark on his free throw.
Entering the game for the Nets, number 24.
Durant. Terrific vision. Shot from the lane won't go. Jumper's good.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Brooklyn's got it. Durant to Hollis Jefferson. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Off the assist.
See, because he's not trying to easily work his way into the game. He's being aggressive. And when you apply that kind of pressure on the defense, inevitably they will start making mistakes.
To Durant. Short jumper stays out. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
The free throw, good. Finishes off the three-point play. And we're tied up here in the fourth quarter. To Durant. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Durant. Well defended. To Rodney Hood. Beyond the arc for 3. Great defense, forcing the miss. It's Brooklyn's ball. Durant, picked up by Tolliver. Probing the defense. Durant. Oh, that's how it's done.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
To Lillard. D has got it. Damian Lillard. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Kyrie across the timeline. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. To Durant from long range. Oh, he's been on target from downtown, Jay. He's 5 of 7 from 3.
Yeah, he's been able to knock down those shots by having great spacing on the floor. His teammates deserve the credit as much as he does.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Brooklyn with the basketball. Irving. Yusuf Nurkic snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Lillard. And Durant able to clear the rebound. He won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And they'll foul their man intentionally. So the clock is stopped with 11 seconds to play.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
First one, counted. 2 for 2 on that trip. We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout, Portland. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a 3. Knocks down the first. It's the second. One more coming. Perfect from the line. It's all three of them. Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they dig into their bag of tricks, trying to draw up the game winner. Deep three at the buzzer. Kyrie Irving is going to get 3 shots here, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Oops, he missed the first one.
We need that next one.
And he misses the second. And he converts on the free throw. Now the Blazers will use a timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
Maxo, bust down, Maxo, bust down, seal up, break it down, weigh it up, bust it down, open up, seal up, then up, it's a buzz down, got it in the old name, the buzz, we don't even peer, we just buzz down, got my on the roof, gon' make them buzz down, it's a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown, play, really no buzz down, try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down, seal up, buzz down, buzz down, wait up, 30, 50, 100, I'm down, stay 10 toes, I'm down, 10 toes, Jenny Craig with them, diamond dance like Chris Brown, lick in my water, don't drown, neck whip like baptized, church, MJ with the 4-5, fade away, no buns, what? Never like a mummy, straight to a dummy, got a lot of young dummies, go roll rap with the tummy, by the apartment, I moved the in abundance, buzz on the weird up, I split the like circumference, then up, it's a buzz down, got it in the old name, the buzz, we don't even peer, we just buzz down, got my on the roof, gon' make them buzz down, by the it's a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown, play really no buzz down, try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down, seal up, buzz down, buzz down, 30, 50, 100, I'm down.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Portland Trail Blazers. Portland begins with the basketball. And that'll...
All right, let's do this.
Substitutions, Portland.
Lillard. Off the mark. Surprised he took that one.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Irving. Down low to Jordan. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
C to 3, B to 3. Some young players look like deer in headlights out there on the court. But you got something different. You got that moxie.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Throws it up. Flushes down the slam.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
The assist from number 11, Kyrie Irving.
Lillard. Curling inside. From the outside, no good.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
The assist from number 22, Karis LeVert.
And counted at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Here's Irving into the front court. Leads just a point. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Gets a shot off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The assist from number 7, Kevin Durant.
To Nurkic. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I love when bad shooters make shots. They run down the court saying, I should get the ball more. And that's when you say, no, you're open for a reason.
Shot from the lane won't go. Work it down to Nurkic. Stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Kevin Durant has it.
I got ball. I got ball.
Almost, but no good. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Kyrie across the timeline. They trail by one. Here comes the screen to Durant. Kevin Durant, 4 out of 7.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the Bucks.
Lillard. 4-3. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Irving, pass to the rim. And he'll go to the foul line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And hits the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Lillard. Flushes it home.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Hollis Jefferson. Around the perimeter. Short jumper won't fall. Lillard. Here's a chance from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
The assist from
Lillard.
Defense, let's go.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Durant across the timeline. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Irving brings the ball up court to Durant. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Irving to Durant. Has a chance. Kevin Durant. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Buries it.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
Durant. Short jumper stays out. Oh, but they call goaltending and count the basket. Kevin Durant swats it. First quarter's complete. The Blazers have the lead. Good start to this one. After one quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came.
Let's go, fellas. It's go time.
Jay, 28 wins a year ago for the Nets, but a couple of individuals, they shined in their playing time.
8 wins better than the year before. And think about Jared Allen for this team. He is a new age 5, has the versatility and the speed to run the court. And then you think about a guy like Spencer Dinwiddie, who actually got drafted in the second round and actually gambled on himself, had a horrific knee injury. To see the kind of minutes due to the injuries that he played and the level that he played at, Ed, this team is on their way.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To Dinwiddie. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody... touch the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Lays it up and in.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
McCollum with the basketball. Up by 6. Got it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Trailblazers take over. From long range. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Dinwiddie. Jordan. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. To Jordan. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Harris against the former first-rounder. With the step back.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Cashes in for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Kent Bazemore. Calls out of bounds. Off Kent Bazemore. To Dinwiddie. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Trailblazers with the basketball. To McCollum. And the finish, slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
I got ball. I'm here. I got ball. I got ball.
Scalabiciere with the block. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Blazer. Add 2 points to the board.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got drafted second round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
Nets have it. To Dinwiddie. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
When one player goes down, or maybe in this case two, it gives a player an opportunity to really rise to the occasion. Well, that happened last year with Spencer Dinwiddie. When Jeremy Lin and D'Angelo Russell both went down to injury, this kid went from a D-League player to a starter in the NBA, and one of the most clutch players we had for the Brooklyn Nets this past year.
To Dinwiddie. That's what you come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play, get locked in.
McCollum. That's rebounded by the Nets. Harris to the basket, but his shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Fires the three. Not easy.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Spencer Dinwiddie at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Missed it at the line. Another shot stays out. It's Portland ball. Has a look. And a chance coming up at the line.
And the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Dinwiddie into the front court. 5-point game. Here comes the screen. To Jordan. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Trying to cash in. You talk about forcing things up. Too much pressure that time. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Long key from three-quarters court. From beyond half court. Gets it to go from long distance. A fitting capper to the end of the first half. That's it for the first half with the Blazers in front.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Trailblazers are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Portland Trailblazers. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Bench points.
What I found interesting about that half of basketball is how the momentum stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. These guys coming off the bench, from both benches actually, are doing a great job of making positive contributions.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. Here are the fellas, back to you.